Hello everyone, salutations. So today we are going to start with SOP3 third question. The last question of SOP3 to check whether the length of string is 4 or greater. Okay, so we are solving skill set 3 JavaScript of standard 11 IT subject. Alright, so two questions are already solved and uploaded, and the last question of SOP3 is to accept a string and check whether the length of the string, that means total number of characters, is 4 or greater than 4, or it may not be totally 4. Okay, so since it is a decision making type of question, we have to use if statement. All right, so the solution is in front of you. You know already, this represents HTML. Anything in angular brackets represents HTML, and we are embedding JavaScript inside HTML. Okay, so the JavaScript code must be inside the container of script tag. Okay, and I gave semicolon at the end of every statement almost. See, semicolon is not given at the end of if and at the end of else. Okay, because in the syntax given in the textbook there is no semicolon given at the end of if and at the end of else. So the syntaxes which are given in the textbook you have to follow as it is. If you are presenting every new statement in new line, there is actually no requirement of giving a semicolon. It becomes optional. But if you are writing multiple statements in a single line, then each statement should be separated with semicolon. At that time, it becomes compulsory to use a semicolon. Okay. So you can give a semicolon at the end, or if you do not give, then also it's okay. Completely fine. In both the cases, you will get the correct output. The question is simple. First of all, we have to accept a text. So to accept a text, I gave a variable declaration with the help of var keyword. Var is a predefined keyword in JavaScript in small letters. So we have to use it as it is in small letters. Txt, this is a variable which I gave. Okay, I gave. So you can give any other name also. Instead of txt, you can give simply t or t1 or anything. Okay, whatever you like. So using txt, what I will do, I will accept the value from the user, the text from the user, and store inside txt. Okay, so how to accept value? By the usage of this predefined function known as prompt. Okay, predefined function means JavaScript has already specified it in small letters, so you have to use it exactly in small letters or the lowercase. Okay, anywhere you make anything capital, it will not be understood by the web browser. You will not get the output. So it is a function or a method. So function or a method must definitely have a parenthesis structure. So prompt is a predefined function. It has a parenthesis. Write is also a predefined function. It also has a parenthesis. Okay, so inside parenthesis, if it is a text, you must enclose the text in double quotes. So our text is enter any text. We are giving a message to the user. Okay, because prompt means a dialog box will appear that will be known as prompt dialog box, where user will enter anything inside the text box available in the dialog box. Next step is to check whether it is uppercase, sorry, not uppercase, very sorry, whether the length, total number of characters is greater than 4 or greater or equal to 4, that we have to check. So how to calculate the length, that we saw in the first example, first question of SOP3. The first question of SOP3 was to accept a string and calculate its length. Okay, so same thing, variable in which the string will be stored, the text string or the text will be stored, and use the period symbol and the property length to calculate the total length of the string. And we have to check with the help of comparison operator. See, read the question very carefully. To check whether the length of the string is 4, that means it is equal to 4 or greater. Okay, that means we must use this operator known as greater than equal to. Greater than equal to how much? 4. Inside the parenthesis of if statement. So this is our condition. Okay, so either if the length of the text is equal to 4 or greater than 4, in both the cases you will get true. Okay, it depends upon the input of the user. So this is the true part. If the condition is true, this statement will be displayed, that is the length of the entered string or the text is 4 or greater than 4. For example, the user has not entered any text which is greater than 4. The length is not greater than 4. It is either 2, 1, 3. In that case, the condition becomes false. So if the condition is false, it will directly jump to the else part and display this false statement. The false statement is the length of the entered string or text is not greater than is not 4 or greater than 4. Okay, now let us check it if our coding is correct. So first of all, we will save it. I use the shortcut Control S. I am saving all of my files in this folder available in the desktop. In the desktop, I have this folder. I have to first of all double click on the folder. If your folder is available in some another drive, okay, so you go to this PC and double click on your drive. Okay, go to the folder wherever you are saving. So right now my folder is in desktop. I have to choose desktop and double click on the folder. Double clicking on the folder is very important. Double clicking action opens the folder. Okay, and the name of the opened folder is visible over here. That means the file will be saved exactly in that folder correctly. Now file name I'm going to give chk length, check length. Okay, dot html, that is compulsory, extension is compulsory. So type it correctly, file name and the extension. File name, variable name should match with the purpose of the coding. Please avoid random names and your personal name. Save it and also avoid numbers. Many people give 1.html, 2.html, that is wrong. And variable names can never be numbers. It can have numbers at the between or the ending, but variable names can never be starting with numbers. So the file is saved. You can see here and understand the file is saved. And now I'm going to display the output. This is the file chk length. Right click on it, use the open with option. Here many browsers option will be available to you. You can choose any browser. I will use Internet Explorer. So first time when you execute in Internet Explorer, you get this message. You have to click on this button called as all blocked content. In other browsers, you don't get this. Directly prompt dialog box will come. You won't get this message. This message I saw only in Internet Explorer. Allow block content. Now prompt dialog box has appeared. It has the text, enter any text, which we gave over here. Enter any text. Okay, so let me give the text JavaScript. And you know very well JavaScript 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, JAVASCRIPT 10. It has 10 characters. So the length is 10. Okay, and 10 is definitely more than 4. It is not equal to 4, but it is more than 4. That means our first condition will be true. Okay, I mean this condition will be true. Okay, and we must get this statement as our output. So now let's click on OK. The length of the entered string text is 4 or greater than 4. It is greater than 4, we know very well. Now let me give a name RAVI. This is exactly 4 characters. So length is 4. Still we will get the true part. Okay. Okay. The length of the entered string is 4 or greater than 4. We know it is 4. Okay. Now I will give TO2. Now TO2 only 2 characters, length is 2. So now false part should display. Okay. The length of the entered string or text is not 4 or greater than 4. Okay, so the false part has displayed. Okay, so the question is complete. We have performed it correctly. You can do it step by step and definitely you will get the output. So now next we are just remaining with SOP4. SOP4 has 2 questions that also I'm going to upload it soon. And very soon we will complete skill set 3. Okay, so see you in the next video, and next video will be about the questions of SOP4. Take care. Till then, bye. See you in the next video.